Yeah, I got that one on, so I don't do this so much with that one.
I'm very invested in shots. Push the fucking pack off of the break a pound down. Get the scrap if it happen to blow, it makes surround sounds. Pussy cat on my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching.
What it do, E-World? Crisscross wires. We coming out here, do a little test rides. But before I do that, man, I want to address a comment that I just saw, man. And I'm kind of surprised at this comment because it's coming from someone that has been, you know, making comments on my channel for a long time. So this channel kind of came from left field as far as them, you know, at least in my opinion. You know, it's not what I normally see from them, but guy told me, you know, that these high power e-bikes are going to mess it up for regular e-bikes, and that you know, only the elites can afford this type of stuff. Now that's crazy, because y'all just see me pulling up out of this townhome development. You know, I actually live in a condo, but by no means did I just pull up out of a mansion, you know, a driveway from a mansion. You know what I'm saying? By no means am I an elitist. For one thing, elitists don't DIY anything. I have a DIY channel. That means do it yourself. Elitists buy high power, high performance, top of the line shit that's already like that. They don't have to do a damn thing to it, and if they do, they pay other people to do it. So they ain't, elites aren't doing it yourself, you know. Not only that, I have a channel where I'm trying to show people how to save money so us common folk can have decently performing stuff like the elitists, but on a budget. You know, my my high power Emoto is a DIY. It's a build. It's not a bought high performance bike. I built that bike. I wouldn't be able to, well, I tell you, I would not buy a bike that's like that already. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on a bike with that type of performance, because that would be pricey. And you know, if I could afford to have done that, I wouldn't have DIY'd it, you know. So yeah, I have DIY bomber clone. It's a Chinese clone that I've put decently performance, you know, performing components on it to somewhat get a good level of, you know, performance out of it. Just like this. This is the cheapest electric motorcycle you can buy. It's a fly e-bike. It don't get no cheaper than this. And what am I doing? I'm modifying it so it has a decent level of performance. But there are electric e-motorcycles that cost $30,000-$40,000. That's what an elitist would be riding, you know, not some fly e-bike that's modded. So, you know, that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. I'm tripping on that. And like I say, man, most of my subs know, shit, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from the ghetto where the rats bigger than the motherfucking cats. So I don't know where he get this elite shit from. And boy, if any of the stuff that I'm doing on my channel is seen as some elite level shit, then man, I don't know what to tell you guys. You need to step your game up, because there are plenty elite channels out there, man. Them channels where them guys buying supercars, hypercars, and you know, $200,000 and $300,000 Ferraris and shit like that, Veyrons, all that kind of stuff, man. That's that elite shit, man. They keep raining on and off, drizzling, messing with my damn test. But man, I just don't know what to say about that there, man. Now I had went back in, it stopped raining. I said, okay, it stopped, I'm gonna come back out, and it is raining again. But what we can do, I guess I'll take this time out to go back over something I've done in the past, because going back over what I talked about in my last video, where the dudes was trading in their ASI controllers, the reason for the guy saying is because they don't do much. Now here's my Kilowatt app right here. I got it in vertical portrait mode. So let's go into some settings here, so they don't do much. Now, like I said, this is just Kilowatt app. Obviously backdoor is accessing the full software on ASI, but this is a third-party app that you know, just makes it easy for you to set up your performance levels, and basically you're setting parameters. Now there's another thing I want to say. I hear guys all the time talking about they tune their bikes and they're tuning this and that, and you know, they often confuse setting parameters, which is all you're doing in these apps. You're setting parameters, confusing that with a tune. That's not tuning. Now, I mean, you could kind of call it that a little bit by tweaking the settings to get the best performance, but that's not an actual motor tune. In order to do a tune for real, you had to put a bike on a dyno and have full access, and you would be tweaking a lot more than these basic settings here. But anyway, let me just show you some of this. This is just the start page as far as the controller. You see right there, they got quick setups. Those are quick setups to do a quick motor tune and a throttle tune. Still not an actual tune, but basically so the controller can read whatever motor you're setting up. It's going to read, you know, the poles and the angle and all that kind of stuff, and hall sensors, do a hall sensor test, all that type of stuff when you initially set it up. We go to power, and in the power portion, you know, you can set the battery voltage. 60 or 72 is already there preset, or you can do a custom and, you know, set whatever voltage you were running up to 21S. That's the highest this controller can run, is 21S, but we'll go back to 72 volts. Your power settings right here, they got a few presets: 7.2 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, 15 kilowatt. And then custom, you can set right here, you can set your eco and sport mode wattage. Now, as you can see on this RZ, for right now, I have eco mode set at 2000 watts. That is for if, well, not on this bike. It doesn't matter on this bike because this bike is legal now, has tags and everything. But let's say like on the Beast. On the Beast or on the E-Moto that doesn't have tags or isn't legal, you know, 2000 watt eco mode is what I would, you know, be in if police pulled me over. If police pulled me over and I put it in eco and switched off this app, that is the maximum power they would be able to get out of this bike. Without them knowing how to go in this app and change anything, there's nothing they could do on the Beast to get that bike to perform, or you know, more than 2000 watts. Now, sport mode I have right now set to 177777, just like that number. The number I was shooting for right now is 18 kilowatts. All right. Now, like I said, on the Beast, I had the max setting for this BAC 8000, which is 32 kilowatt. Now, we'll go above that with a full pack, you know, but 32 kilowatt is the nominal max power for BAC 8000. All right, that's my regen power. Let's see, let's go to throttle. This is where you set up and do your throttle calibration and everything. And here you can you know, set your throttle curve and, you know, your ramp up, how fast when you give it throttle, how fast it actually ramps up the throttle and everything. Just like most controllers, you're able to set all that. So there's all those settings there. The drivetrain, and the drivetrain, you set your phase current, as you can see. I have my phase current right now at 500 amps, and I just changed that to 500. I was running it at 450. I said I'll boost it up an extra 50 watts and see what that does. I also have my field weakening set at 50%. Now, I can tell you, I have been running my field weakening at 25%. 25% is the normal field weakening that most ASI controllers are allowed, you know, as they come out of the box. Now, you know, I've been able to unlock my field weakening, and those that have BAC 4000, 8000, you know, most guys, you can't go above 25%. So unlocked, I can actually go up to 50%. Alright, as far as your wheel diameter and all that there, you can set that as far as, you know, to get your mile per hour and all that correct. Right now I ain't really paying that too much mind because I'm using GPS. Temperature limits, as far as you can set your temperature limits as far as the controller and the motor. Whenever the controller gets to a certain temperature, or the motor, obviously the controller will throttle down depending on what you have that set to. Torque response, you can also do, right now I have it on none, so everything's zeroed out, but you can do your torque mapping right here, whereas though if you didn't want it to get full power at certain speed levels, like to keep from looping out and stuff, you could set different set points for your speed and power. You know, I had to really do that with the Beast, but for this I pretty much got wide open 100% for all of those. That means even at zero, with this bike sitting still, instantly I'm gonna have 100% power. But let's say on a bike like the Beast, and I had that set to 32 kilowatt, I might not want 100% power when I'm sitting still and full throttle it, because it may loop me out. So I might not want it to get 100% power until I'm up to about 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. I mean, there's like 9 of these set points. So you can, you know, customize that the way you want it. But like I'm telling you, man, you can do so much just in this Kilowatt app alone. So obviously what the guy was saying that you can't do this and you can't do that was bullshit. Right here, the ride modes, right now, this is where you set your gears. I have 3 speeds right now, but you can set up to 9. But who wants 9 gears? I mean, I guess them guys using them egg riders and whatever. But I only have three gears right now, and you can set those up to, you know, how much power you want at mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. Okay, so there's that. Not only that, there's a dyno. There's a electronic dyno portion in the back right here. Now what this will do is when you check out your rides, when you save your rides, you can actually look through there and it will show everything. I don't even have all that stuff activated right now. I don't even think I have any rides saved at the moment. No, I don't, because I deleted them. But let's see on the simulated one. Not in there right now. But yeah, when you're on the dyno portion, you can take a look. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like a dyno. You can see how much current, how many phase amps you're running, at what speed. Man, this thing shows everything. As you can see, wheel speed, battery voltage, battery current, motor RPM, motor current, motor temperature. So this makes it so you can fine-tune everything. Now if you was doing an actual tune, you would use the dyno portion right here in Kilowatt. So yeah, Kilowatt is awesome. This is normally the phone I use, so that's why I don't have anything set in this phone. My phone that I normally use on this bike is charging up. But yeah, pretty awesome app. But no, I don't hear that bullshit where you can't do anything on an ASI controller. Man, please. Ah, boy. And yeah, it's still raining, so we just gonna have to ease on back. But yeah, my man that was talking that elite stuff, man, come on, bruh. Don't do that. Yeah, I understand this stuff ain't cheap, but it's not out of reach for any normal person, you know, because like I say, I consider myself a normal person. Damn sure ain't no elitist. Now there's some channels that like I mentioned, boy, them dudes, there's a couple channels you can tell them kids come from money, you know, because they ain't even adults. I mean, they're young adults, but they call themselves boys. And you look at their home, I know they still with mom and dad, or if they ain't with mom and dad, even more reason why they elites. Them boys living large, buying the top of the line, best of everything. when you can buy you know, high performance bike that's already expensive as is, and then totally strip it down, take everything off of it. Here you done paid 5-6 grand for E-Moto, and then immediately as soon as you buy it, you remove everything off of it, the wheels, the battery, the controller, everything immediately, and replace them all with the top of the line everything, you know. Then yeah, then maybe you can consider yourself an elitist, especially if you're a kid 18, 19 years old and you buying stuff like that. Now shit, I'm an old ass man. I done paid the cost to be the boss. And that's from the struggle. For real. But shit, them motherfuckers ain't struggling. They ain't throwing no bricks, man. They ain't doing none of that. I think all they gotta do is say, I want, and they got. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It ain't like that with me. I might want, but I'm gonna have to go and get that shit myself. Damn, man, this goddamn rain. Alright, man, this ended up being a kilowatt video, basically. So, I guess it would have been a little better if I would have went over all of that stuff in a little more detail, but that would have made for a very long video. Now, that probably would be a good video though, so guys that are having issues with setting up parameters on their bikes, you know, you want to know what does what and what's the best way to set this and set that. I can do a video like that for sure. I just didn't want to go over all that at the moment, man, because yeah, that would have took forever. But I just wanted to, you know, give a little look as to you know, stuff you can do, which is pretty much like you can do with any good controller, right? You know, you can't do it with the shown up Chinese controllers that have, you know, no software integration or connection. You can't connect Bluetooth, or you can't connect with a patch cord to your PC or anything. Yeah. Damn. Let me get out this damn rain. Alright, y'all. Deuces. We out.